Okie dokie. Go ahead and give us your name, location, your business name, and how long you've been spray tanning.
Hi, okay, I'm Stefanie. Right now, my business is Spray Tans by Stefanie, but my salon will be opening in a couple weeks, and we are the Bronze Collective, my spray tan salon. We're located just over the border of Washington, D.C. We're in Alexandria, Virginia, but in the D.C. area. And what was the other question? I already forgot.
How long have you been spray tanning?
Oh, about 14 years. So I've been spray tanning about 14 years now.
What inspired you to start spray tanning and start your own business?
Wow. Okay. So, what really got me, a few things really inspired me to start spray tanning. Number one, I used to tan in a tanning bed every single day of my life. I was addicted to a tanning bed. I was snooky tan, like I wanted to be 400 shades of tan. And then I could already see my skin changing by the time I got to college. I could just see my skin changing and not for the better. So, I tried a spray tan and I just did not have a very good experience. And I honestly didn't even introduce themselves, didn't, make me feel comfortable. I remember very vividly asking the girl, "Oh, so like what color spray tan like am I getting?" And she was like, "I just have one color for everyone." And I was like, "Oh, okay." That's a little scary, but okay, I'll hope for the best. So I remember leaving and I had already really like loved getting spray tans at that point. But I remember leaving that thinking, wow, I could do this so much better. Like I could have a little setup. I could, make people feel comfortable. And I went and bought like a really crappy machine off of Craigslist. Facebook Marketplace was not a thing at the time. So I searched, Craigslist high and low. And I took like, I remember withdrawing maybe like $400 or $500 from my account. And that was like over my withdrawal limit. I remember I had to like do a couple transactions because at that time, like my transaction limit was so low, it like didn't allow me to pull out that much cash. And I remember thinking, oh, well, I'm spending a lot of money right now. And of course, I ended up making it back so quickly, but I definitely found a passion for spray tanning when I learned to love getting spray tan and when I just knew that that's something that I could provide for other people and make them feel great in their own skin and make them feel fabulous with the spray tan because who doesn't love a good spray tan?
I know, I've been there too with the withdrawal thing. That's so funny. It's like $300 is the limit.
I don't even, I know, I think mine was like $200 at the time. And I'm like, oh, I want him to let me, I want to say the spray tan kit I bought was maybe 400 or 500 and it wouldn't let me withdraw that amount. And I was like, I really want to buy this off Craigslist right now and I
Oh
can't.
my gosh. So tell us which spray tan class course you took. Was it online, in person?
Yeah, so I took an in-person master class back in I think 2018, maybe even 2017. I can't remember. Back when I was living in Hawaii.
Awesome. And that was in person with Kelly.
Yes, I took an in-person, yeah. One in Hawaii was an in-person class. It's when Kelly did her travel trainings for spray tan class and she like went to New Jersey and all over and I was just like waiting and then she announced Hawaii and I was like, "Oh, I'm definitely taking this." And I already been in the industry for quite a while, but I really wanted to do a master course and no courses ever went to Hawaii in person at least. So I was like, "Oh, I'm taking this like for sure. Sign me up." And I remember even then I had to like she had like a payment plan or some deposit or something. I remember even then I was like, "I'm gonna make payments on this and I'm gonna get in this class no matter what I have to do." Like I couldn't even afford to pay for it in full at the time. So
I love that. So tell us a couple things the master class taught you that you didn't already know before.
yeah, the biggest thing I really liked learning from the master class, which I mainly went for to learn competition tanning at the master class. I know she does that separately now, but actually, I'm not even sure if she does, but the competition tanning is something I really wanted to go learn and contour tanning specifically. I'd already kind of dabbled in the contouring then, but I really wanted to like get my hands on for that and see, how other people do it as well, because I was not very good at it at all. So that's definitely something I took away from that. A lot of marketing tools. I remember sitting in the little house. She had done like rented like an Airbnb for that training, and we're all sitting in the house barefoot because you do everything barefoot in Hawaii. And yeah, learning a lot of marketing tips. But for sure, the competition tanning, I don't do competition tans anymore, but that was something I was really big into in Hawaii. And it was really, really helpful for me to learn that and see that that in her master course. I don't know if that's in her master course anymore, but I think does cherie do that now? Yeah.
Yeah, 𝗔𝗍 has her own course on
Yeah.
competition, and the master's class now is more so like contouring, curvy body
Yes.
types, and
Yeah.
brides.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okie dokie. Let's see. What has been your proudest moment as a business owner?
Wow, that's a good question. I would say there's a few for sure. I don't know if one stands out, but definitely opening my salon in 2 weeks has been the hardest thing I've ever done. I mean, in the history of my business. So I would say, because that's been the hardest to do, that's been a really big accomplishment. We've also been featured in DC Magazine 2 years in a row. I actually only relocated my business to this area a little over 2 years ago, and we won Best of DC 2 years in a row. So that was a really, really big accomplishment for me and my team, because I wouldn't be here without them, of course. So that, and definitely opening my salon, because that has been the ultimate goal for us. And we've just grown so quickly that we needed more space really, really bad. And getting the space we needed was a really hard obstacle in my business career. So it's amazing though. We're like 90% done and we're super excited. But I would say those two things really stick out to me. I also had a bride featured on the cover of a bridal magazine. That was a really big accomplishment for us. We've had tans on Bravo TV, Elle magazine. That was actually one of my girls, Tanned in Obsidian by Kelly, was featured in Elle magazine and Harper's Bazaar. So that was really awesome too. So there's so many that stick out, but definitely those several. I feel like I answered that question like 5 different ways, but there's so many that stick out and all of them mean something different to me. So
Love that.
yeah.
Okay, so what's the best entrepreneurial advice you've ever been given?
Well, something I repeat all the time that Kelly says all the time. It is so true. And I tell my girls this, and it's maybe not even like the best advice, but it's the best tool you can use for being a business owner, is when Kelly says closed mouths don't get fed. That is literally so true, because when you're a business owner, when you have employees, when you're negotiating a salon, when you are trying to work with brands, like, or just do anything, you will never get what you need done if you do not ask. And the worst thing they can tell you is no. So that was especially apparent, that quote she says all the time. And I say it all the time too. When I was like negotiating our salon and trying to get contractors and trying to get our permits done, closed mouths don't get fed is so true, because you have to ask. I remember Kelly talking on one of her podcasts that she negotiated her space down like $1,500 or something crazy. And I was like, how'd you do that? She's like, well, I just asked. And I'm like, of course you did, of course you did. And yeah, so that really helped me. Like, you will not know unless you ask, and you have to ask. Sometimes there's conversations you don't want to have, but if you don't ask, you won't ever know the answer to it. So yeah, that's something that really sticks out to me about her. And I've learned a lot, is like, you have to put yourself out there and you have to ask, or you won't ever know.
Do you want to share anything about your experience as a speaker at 𝗖𝗹𝗀𝗆𝗆?
Oh my gosh, I'd love to. I had so much fun. I actually spoke the last 2 years. I was the contour speaker when it was in California, and I was a speaker this year. My topic was booked AF, which was awesome, because since moving here, we have freaking skyrocketed. It's been amazing. My clientele has grown very quick. We reached a wait list in like March, April, and May of over 500 appointments. And obviously that's our busy season. Another reason we were trying to get into a larger salon too, because we needed more space. But yeah, I think that, so I was honestly so honored. Kelly asked me to speak 2 years in a row. I did not think she was going to ask me. After last year, I was going to go regardless. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, you want me to speak again and speak about something else? Absolutely. And then I knew Kelly really believed in me when she was like, man, there's a lot of things I could have you speak on, Stefanie. Let me just think about it. She was like, there's a lot of things that you could really talk about, and I really want to pick the perfect topic for you. And it says a lot about her and myself too, and our working relationship, because we both have our own trainings and we both have our own brands, and yet we can work collectively to help other spray tan artists learn and grow and build on their craft. But oh my gosh, I had such a blast speaking, especially in Florida, because my husband got to come, and my husband, like, that really opened his eyes to, whoa, these are spray tan artists. Like, this is crazy. Like, all these girls here, this is amazing. And this is really cool. He had such a great time as well, but I love being able to connect with artists. I love that Kelly trusts me to be able to speak at her events and show up and show out and do what I need to do. And yeah, I was, even when she was like, hey, I'd love you to speak again, I had no idea. I was like, 10 years in a row? Absolutely. Who knows? Maybe I'll speak on another topic and another one, but absolutely. I love being there. I love being in the presence of all the spray tan artists. And even if you've been in the industry, I mean, I've been in the industry over 10 years. I have such a great time at these events and just hanging out with people and laughing and collaborating and just meeting artists in different areas of the country and the world is so, so powerful and is always a really good time because you meet people from all over the world. It's amazing. Yeah.
I had to attend virtually this year, but I did hear your topic and I loved it.
Yeah, awesome. I'm so glad. Well, maybe for 2024, you'll be there.
Yes, I'm already looking forward to it. March
I
1st through
know.
3rd, I think.
Yeah, I already put it in my calendar and my husband. My husband's like, when is it next? In March 2024?
I'm so glad it's like the beginning of March because that's like
Yes.
mid-March is when we get hit busy.
Same.
Okay. Anything else you want to share about your experience with spray tan class or being a business owner, spray tanning? Anything? The floor is all yours.
Oh, okay. I think one thing I love to share with spray tan artists, new or someone in the industry, what you put into it is what you're going to put out, what you're going to get out of it, because you're going to work hard every single day. I mean, every single day. And you're going to have great days and you're going to have not so great days. I mean, I know a lot of us sit there and share, I'm opening a salon, I hired an employee. It's not always great. Not every client is for you. Not every client is going to be the best fit for you. And that's okay to be able to say, hey, you may not be the right fit, but you are in control of your business. You're in control of your future. And the harder you work, the more reward will come. But I know some days it's really, really hard. Even for myself, there's days where I'm like, I'm so exhausted or I'm so tired. Even today, we've been shooting all day. But hey, I look back at 5-10 years ago, I would have never thought I'd be opening a spray tan salon, and have employees. What? I have employees. We're opening an amazing salon in just a couple weeks. And I always say, look back at where you were when you started and don't compare yourself to others, because when you start comparing yourself to others, not everyone started where you started and no one's ever going to be on the same page. Some people want a salon. Some people just want to be a mobile spray tan artist, and that's okay. Everyone has different goals, and the harder you work, the more reward will come. But I just always an advocate for working hard and definitely going above and beyond for your clients, because I remember telling Kelly this, customer service is like 70% of our business. I mean, that's obviously just an opinion for my, the percentage, but it's so, so true. And how far we go above and beyond for clients, you'll definitely see yourself and your business grow every single client that you get in the door.